Hello, my YouTube friends. I have a hips and shoulders opening practice for you guys. We will connect to the breath as always as we move from one pose to another. Whenever you're ready, we can go ahead and start into Tadasana at the back of your mat. Go ahead and close down the eyes and take a deep inhale through the nose. Let it go with a sigh through the mouth. We'll do one more, a deep inhale through the nose. Feel the rib cage expand all the way up into the chest. Give it a little sigh out. Beautiful. We'll inhale the arms up. And begin to cactus the arms, puff out the chest, even arch the back, lean the head back if that feels good. Opening wide across the shoulder girdle. And then leading with the chest, we'll fold down, letting the arms go down towards the mat, the head goes soft. We'll inhale to roll the body up, vertebrae by vertebrae, arms overhead. We'll open into that cactus again, make it juicy and refreshing. Folding forward over the thighs, letting the arms hang down. Letting the upper body really hang here as we roll up. Inhale the arms up. Take that cactus. Exhale, leading with the chest to dive down. And then rolling up. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhaling to cactus. Exhaling to dive forward. Rolling up. Inhaling to open the front of the body. Exhaling to dive. Stay here. You can begin to pedal out the feet, lengthen one leg and then the other in this forward fold. Bending the knees as deeply if you need to. The hamstrings can be pretty tight. And then you can place the right hand in between your feet in the middle of the mat. Reach the left arm up. You can extend that left leg, bend into the right. And shift the weights into the front of the toes to feel that stretch on the back side of the leg. See if you can roll this left shoulder back. Exhale to release. Over to the other side. Right arm reaches up, right leg extends. Roll that right shoulder back. Exhale to release. We'll bend into the legs. Walk the palms forward into a plank. Take an inhale here. Push the ground away. Come to the toes and then set the knees down. We'll bend into the left leg, bringing it behind us, and then we'll begin to circle out this hip, circling away from the body. We'll just do 3 in this direction, really keeping the movement isolated into the hip joint and really seeing how high you can lift this knee. When you've done your 3, you can switch directions. Try to keep the weight even in the middle of the mat. And on your 3rd, you can stop in your little fire hydrant position and extend that leg, slowly letting it drop. The bottom of the foot will be on the ground. Inhale the left arm up, opening to the side of your space. And we'll bring the hand to the back of the head. Exhale to connect the elbow to the right wrist. Inhaling to open, maybe gazing at that elbow tip. Exhaling to close. Inhale to open. Exhale to close. Inhale to open, stay here. Maybe tilt that elbow a little bit further back. Reach the left arm up. And then you can release. Really ground down to the hands so you can lift this left leg and swing it all the way behind you, keeping the leg extended. We're going to play with a little bit of stacking the hip. So again, keeping the movement isolated just in the hips and the pelvis, we'll stack this left hip over the right. And then we'll drop it in line. We'll stack and then drop the hips in line. Stacking and just noticing how your hip feels, where it is in space. Stack and then to drop. One more stack and then drop the hip. Keep the leg extended. We'll bend into the triceps for a tricep push-up. We'll do 5. So 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good, you can drop the leg back to the mat. You can lift the wrist, lean back just for a moment, give them a break, and then we'll go on to the other side. So we'll begin to circle out that right hip, circling away from the body, bending into the leg. Foot will be flexed or pointed, really keeping that movement isolated in the joint and just seeing how far you can lift that leg. You can switch when you've done your 3, 2, and on your third one, you can stop in that little fire hydrant position, extend the leg, and slowly, as slow as you can, drop it down towards the ground. Inhale that right arm up, reach towards the sky, lean that shoulder back just a little bit, bringing the hand to the back of the head. Take another inhale, and then exhale, connect the elbow to the left wrist. Inhale to open, extend. Exhale to twist. Inhale to open. Exhale, give it a tap. Inhale to open, stay here. Reach that right arm up. See if you can let this top shoulder twist further back just a little bit more. And then exhale, the hand down to the mat. Really ground down into the hands. We'll pick up this right leg, swinging it all the way behind us. And then we can go ahead into that stacking and then in line movement. This is a good exercise to help you with proprioception, understanding where your body and your joints are in space, particularly when we're in poses like Warrior 3 and Half Moon, where the hips are stacking or in line. We'll do just a couple more. Really noticing and observing what's going on. Good. You can stay in your extended, and then we'll do our 5 tricep push-ups. For 1, for 2, try and keep the weight even in the hands. For 4, 3, 4, and last one. Good. You can bend the knee. You can come onto the heels and just shake the feet, shake the hands just for a moment. Then we'll come back to the mat, come into plank, push the hips into downward facing dog. Take a moment to pedal out the feet. Just tune in with the breath if you've lost it. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Sigh it out. Then gaze in between the hands and walk to the top of your mat, taking as many steps as you need, bending your legs as much as you need. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift all the way up with the flat back, arms overhead, gaze upward. Exhale, release the hands by the side. Tadasana or Samastitihi. Beautiful. Inhale the arms up, bend into the legs, chair pose. You inhale the arms into prayer. Stay low in your chair as you extend this right leg out behind you, kind of a short Warrior 3. Using the strength of the glute to lift that back leg. Stepping to the back of your mat, setting the back knee down. Inhale the arms up. Good. We'll be in a 90-90 lunge. Give a little tuck to the pelvis so we have a nice neutral pelvis here shining forward. And then bring the hands interlocked behind the head. Take a little bit of a back bend with just the upper back. So we're just looking up and leaning back from the mid shoulders. Take an inhale. Then you can release your back bend. We'll twist over to the left. Take an inhale. See if you can connect the right elbow to the left knee. Let it hover, not connect exactly. Good, come up, come forward. Now we'll twist over to the right side, really pulling that right hip forward, keeping it in line with the left so we're not just opening totally to the right side. Take an inhale. Hover the left elbow off the left knee. Come back up, come back to center. Good, release. Frame the foot, half split. Toes can point back towards you. Back is nice and flat. Take an inhale, bend into the front knee, pick up the back knee, pyramid pose. We're staying high onto the back toes. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Good, we'll bend into this back knee, take a little bit of a hop, crossing the foot behind the left, cross-legged Uttanasana. You can inhale, halfway lift, and then exhale, fold into this cross leg. Deep breaths in and out through the nose. You can plant the left hand in front of the left foot. We'll open up into Ardha Chandrasana. You can place the hands onto the mat for as long as you need until you find that balance. You can play with that hip stacking that we did earlier. You can bring the right hand to the right hip. Really visualize that stack, and maybe even play with dropping the right hip in line with the left. Just seeing what you can do where you're at. If you lose your balance and fall out, that's okay. Take one more breath here. And then you can drop both hands to the mat. Drop that right hip in line with the left. Shiva squat. Bring the knee to the outside of the left ankle. Extend the right leg, L stand. Shiva squat. Extend, L stand. Shiva squat. This time, slowly using the strength of the standing leg, sit all the way down. When you've sat down, see if you can drop that left glute back onto the mat. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, take a twist to the back of the space. Good, release. Hands go to the front of the mat. You can untwist, and you see how you're in this little crotched pose, this little squat. Perfect to try a little crow pose, maybe. So we want to bring our hands shoulder width apart. We want to create little shelves with our triceps. We want to be squeezing the elbows in towards the midline. We want the knees to get up as high on the triceps as possible. And then we will shift the weight forward. Just play with it. Maybe the feet come up, maybe they don't. But we just take the little steps to try, because that's how we ultimately get there. Wherever you are, take a deep breath into your crow pose or your squat. And then exhale into your plank, either stepping back or jumping back. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale it out. Look in between your hands, make the way to the top of your mat. Hop, step, skip, jump, however you get there. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift all the way up, we'll flat back. Arms overhead, gaze up. Exhale, release, arms by the side. Inhale, arms up, sit back into the glutes chair pose. Bring the hands into Anjali Mudra. Stay low into that right leg as you kick the left leg back, short warrior 3. Really squeeze that left glute to lift the leg. Take a breath in. Step it back, lower the knee down, 90-90 lunge. Inhale the arms up. Tuck the pelvis, bring it forward. Interlock the hands behind the head. Take that little back bend if you did on the other side. Take a fresh breath in. Good, you can come out. We'll take that twist over to the right side, crossing over the knee, twisting from the navel, using the core. You can bring the left elbow to hover off the right knee. Come back up. Center. We'll take it over the other side, really pushing this left hip forward to stay in line with the right, really pushing this left elbow to externally rotate out. Maybe connect or hover the right elbow off the right knee. Good, come back to center. Release, framing the foot, push back into half split, bringing the toes with you or pointing them forward. Bend into the front knee, pick up the back, pyramid pose, high onto the back toes, really folding, blanketing over this front leg. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, ripple the body up. Exhale, fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. We'll bend into this back leg, take that hop, crossing it behind the right leg for your cross uttanasana, letting the upper body be heavy, feeling the stretch along the left glute, maybe also the right. Inhale to a halfway lift, plant the right hand in front of the right foot. See if you can open straight into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. You can bring the left hand onto the left hip to help you with that proprioception, seeing where your body is in space. Maybe playing with that hip stacking and hip alignment. And then maybe extending the arm when you have your balance. Take one more big breath in. See if you can lift everything a little bit higher. And then bring both hands to the mat. Bring that left hip in line with the right. L stand. Shiva squat. Right, left knee to the outside of the right ankle. Sit low. Extend the left leg. Shiva squat. Inhale, L sit. Exhale, Shiva squat. Slowly, with intention, sit all the way down. And then see if you can drop that right glute so both sit bones are planted. Inhale, the left arm up. Exhale, take a twist over to the right, gazing behind you. On your exhale, you can release your twist. Bring your hands to the front of your mat. Unravel your legs. We'll be again in that little squat position. Here's your second chance to play with your crow pose. So remember, hands are shoulder width apart. We're pressing into that index and thumb mound, squeezing the shoulders and the elbows together and bending the arms to create a nice little shelf. Finding a nice place for your knees to sit and then leaning forward. And maybe the feet and the toes take flight. Wherever you are, take a deep inhale through the nose. Sigh it out. Take one more breath in. And then on your exhale, step back into plank, release wherever you are. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Inhale, come to the toes. Drop the knees towards the mat. Walk the hands forward and the knees back if you need to. Send the chest down into puppy pose, connecting the chin or the forehead to the mat. Slowing down the breath. Feeling into the body. You can slowly shift your glutes onto the heels to sit. I will face the camera so you guys can see me. So go ahead and open your knees to the width of your mat and place your palms onto the ground. Your fingers will be facing toward you. We'll sit up nice and tall. We're gonna do lion's breath. So to do lion's breath, you'll take a normal inhale through the nose. And then when we exhale, we'll stick the tongue out and gaze upward towards the sky, trying to keep the forehead as relaxed as possible. This is some facial yoga, so we'll get a nice stretch in the jaw and the eyes. And don't worry about what you look like, because it looks pretty funny. So I'll show you first, and then we will participate. So we'll take an inhale and exhale. Okay, so we'll do that 5 times. So we'll take an inhale. Last one. Good, you can release your hands, you can bring your knees in, place your hands onto your thighs. Let the breath return normal. Notice how that felt. And then you can shift your glutes off your heels and come to lie down onto your mat. We'll extend the right leg and lift the left leg up and grabbing wherever you can, whether that's the thigh, the shin, or the foot. And the foot will be flexed, and we really want to drive this heel towards the sky, lengthening the back of the leg. So we'll just take a couple of breaths, bringing this leg in closer towards the body. And this extended right leg will also be flexed. Want to think about grounding that hip and glute into the mat. Think about relaxing the shoulders onto the mat, letting the back of the neck go long. And then we'll grab the outside of the foot with the right hand and cross this leg over the body, trying to keep the leg as straight as possible and extending the left arm out. It's okay if your left shoulder comes off the ground. Really just want to feel into this IT band, this outside of the left leg, all the way into the glute. Still keeping the connection between your hand and your foot, even if the leg is bent. And again, slowing down the breath, staying connected to the body. Noticing the quality of the mind. You can begin to bring that leg back in towards the midline, sending it out straight and bringing the right leg up. Foot will be flexed, again driving that heel upward, lengthening the backside of the leg. And bringing this leg closer with each breath. We're not pulling too hard, but we're not letting it loose. Just some nice gradual pressure onto the leg. See if you can relax the face. Then we'll grab the outside of the right foot with the left hand and let this leg cross over the body, staying as extended as possible as we outstretch the right arm, gazing in its direction. Noticing this side from the other. And letting the body soften with each breath. You can bring that leg back in towards the midline, letting it extend out long. If you have the time, I highly recommend and invite you to take a Shavasana, a corpse pose, for 2 to 5 minutes at the end of practice. But if you must get on with your day, you can bring the knees into the chest and rock up and take Sukhasana, easy pose. You can inhale the arms up, really stretching them out of the rib cage. And exhale the hands into Anjali Mudra at heart center. Taking some time to thank yourself for this practice and spending this time on you and with you and for you, and internalizing any feelings or qualities that you would like to take with you to the rest of your day or the rest of your week. You can give yourself a bow, connecting the thumbs to the third eye. Thank you all so much for letting me guide you in your practice today. I really hope that you enjoyed this flow. If you did, please let me know in the comments and as well as what other types of classes that you're looking for. I am here for you guys, so please let me know what you would like to see. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and of course, wherever you are, I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day or evening, and I'll see you next time.